feel delighted to inform that today is the 95th anniversary of Andhra Chamber of Commerce, and we have a great joy in organizing this conference for MSMEs today, which are the backbone of Indian economy. MSME sector not only provides huge employment but also adds to regional balance by industrialization generated in remote rural locations and backward areas. MSMEs have a great role to play in reviving the economy.
First of all, and good morning for this always excellent and warm welcome. It's really Honorable Mrs. Mathumati and dear President, Professor Dr. Dutt, it's always really an honor to be here, coming of course from Delhi and being responsible for South Asia. And I tell you why. Because this kind of conferences bring together important stakeholders, as you have mentioned that, and give us the opportunity, give us an excellent platform to discuss top topics, most important topics. And I might also underline here that ACC, Andhra Chamber of Commerce, under your and the board members' guidance, is for us as Friedrich Naumann Foundation, you know we are part of German government, you are the most important leading organization in the field of bringing forward economy in India. So we are collaborating with a few, but you are the utmost for us, and thank you very much for this excellent cooperation. And ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor for me to be here in Andhra Pradesh and in Tamil Nadu, especially here in the south of South Asia. You will see definitely the heart of economy, the heart of progress beating, which is so extremely important in the country. So I'm always very, very happy. Yesterday I had the chance to see first in my life this excellent IIT with the German Sustainable Institute involved there, and I was really extremely impressed by what I saw, talking to both the professors there and also to some of the academic staff. Thank you very much for this initiative. Thank you very much, especially to the state of Tamil Nadu for fostering all that, because that makes, from my parliamentarian background, that makes really the difference. Whether you have political stakeholders who really set a good framework and do the best to make associations grow, to make you as entrepreneurs growing, that is exactly why I think south of India is extremely successful in all these particular realms. So thank you very much for these initiatives. Let me just say a few words regarding the German market. 99% of all German firms belong to the German so-called Mittelstand, that is exactly MSMEs. Professor, you have mentioned very rightly until from 2013 onwards, then governments in Germany spent for a launching program, Industry 4.0, the digitalization campaign, and the main objective was to bring together actors, to bring together practitioners, as you are, with stakeholders from research side, but also from the political side, with an investment of altogether more than 200 million euros for creating a platform to implement what you rightly said. That is the challenge, to implement all the major issues of Industry 4.0 to the different sectors of economy, especially small and medium-sized enterprises. And that is really our major verdict. In particular, could benefit from artificial intelligence revolution, especially smaller and medium-sized entrepreneurs, they are flexible, they are agile, they could they could really bring forward the ideas of Industry 4.0. So thanks to all of you, thanks for your particular commitment, also in the sake of your companies, for your employers. You are working for your employers, you are working for the tax revenue to the countries, and you are working, of course, for the economic success of India and the country. Thank you very much. Of course, let me mention three challenges, at least from a German perspective. Number one is a certain global insecurity, which we, of course, see all around. And that brings also inflation, also some increasing interest rates. You see the German situation, economic situation is not extremely well at the moment. And there is a lack of money. There's a lack of credits, and especially a lack of credits for entrepreneurs, also for younger entrepreneurs, for entrepreneurs in the sector of small and medium-sized enterprises who wants to implement new technologies in their enterprises. I see that as one of the challenges. Number one. Number two challenge is something what is not really very often openly discussed, but we see it extremely clearly, and I do not know actually whether it is a challenge in India as well. It is a challenge in Germany, and that has to do something with security. And the problem I describe here is espionage, economic espionage. And we see even governmental organizations, let me say that, and of course I don't finger point at anybody, but we all know that there are nations, even nations, agencies within nations who particularly do espionage in extremely vulnerable core points of our economy. And that in Germany, at least in Germany, in 2022, caused a damage of around $8 billion. $8 billion. And that, of course, is only like the top of the iceberg, the visible part of it. But there will, of course, be 78% or roughly 80% under the visible surface. And that is really a major challenge. It is not only, of course, governmental organizations, but also non-governmental organizations involved in this terrible process. And let me also underline, at least in Germany, a very visible problem, and that is the fact, which is extremely certain, that of course artificial intelligence cannot replace humans. That means that we are desperately needing skilled human capital in Germany. As you know, we have got 500,000 of lack of skilled workforce in Germany every year, in order to maintain the economic prosperity of the country at the status we have reached so far. So when we don't have engaged people, and let me highlight here also, especially from South Asia, to come to work for a certain time in Germany and Europe, then that would cause also an enormous damage. So I think it is extremely encouraging that we see some very good treaties, some very good contracts, and ideas to bring together, for example, Indian government and German government, and presenting here a possibility to bring more Indians who are interested to Germany, and of course also more Germans the other way around. I think we have really now the chance of a very positive climate. We all cherish the role of the economy of India and especially the South Indian economy in the world. And we see, of course, also a very political movement forward, and we should make use of it to especially let people in the IT sector, especially from the artificial intelligence sector, cooperate more together. Let us make more research institutes working together. And then I think that brings really a very mutual benefit to both of us. For the sake of the South Asian flourishing economies, and of course also for the Europeans. Thank you again. I will definitely come next year if you invite me again, celebrating then 96th anniversary. Again, it is really great to be here amongst you. Thanks again, President, for this excellent welcome. Thanks to all of you, and I would be very happy to follow parts of your discussion. Thanks a lot.